Welcome to episode 2 of 8 Eyes, No Lies. I'm Logan. My brother Mason, I still ain't figured out which side he's on, but he's beside me right here. And we got a lot to break down this week, so I'm going to keep the intro short. Let's just dive right into the AFC and NFC championship games, which were pretty electric. You know, both games one
Yes.
score, but we'll start with Patriots-Broncos. That was a crazy game because of the weather, I think. You know, if you look at
Yeah.
the final score, you see 10-7, you're like, that game sucked, which it kind of did suck, but it was something to look at because of how the weather was. What is kind of like your takeaway from that? Do you think the better team won?
Yeah, I think they better team won. I hate that it had to end that way because there was no offense being
Yeah.
played after that.
Do you think the Patriots still would have been the better team if Bo Nix played, or do you think that changes it up?
I think if the same thing happened, weather and everything, I think it'd be exactly the same. I don't think
I
it
agree.
any
I
different.
agree.
And the debate now is on Twitter is whether or not we should get rid of outdoor playoff games because of
You
how
know,
that weather kind of determined that.
yeah, that's football though. To me, I didn't love it. You know, I had a parlay that was absolutely cooking, like cooked. And then
Yeah,
that snow came, and
me
I
too.
mean, they quit throwing it. It was under on all the yards I had over, so that pissed me off because my parlay was looking good.
Fixed.
They've screwing me, but you know, I didn't listen to you. But we'll get into that. Everybody stay tuned later in the show. Obviously, Mason will do his money moves to help everybody get rich. But yeah, I mean, I think that Stidham was decent early. Like he threw that touchdown pass.
Yeah, those are
I
all
don't remember who he threw it to, but on that little bootleg. But
Sutton, I think.
yeah, that sounds right. Because I had him all year in fantasy. He didn't do anything, and
Right.
it would make
Yeah,
sense
he's
for
gonna
him
do
to
it
catch
now.
it. But I guess the one thing that I would say, I think that the difference in the game, obviously, like there weren't any offense, but I think Vrabel just outcoached Sean Payton. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, Sean Payton went for it on that 4th and 1 down there early in
Yeah,
the game, when obviously you kick a field goal there, that's the 10 points that you need to send the game in overtime. You kick that field goal, and then
exactly.
do you think the coaches knew that weather was going to roll in to that extent? Because
No, no,
it seemed like the Broncos didn't know, and the away team, the Patriots, it kind of felt like it was coming a little bit with how
I
they
don't
were.
know. The way they were talking is it was supposed to be just like a pop-up little snow, just some flurries or whatever, and it turned out
Mhm.
being a lot more, and it stuck really quick too.
That was amazing how quick that snowed,
I'm not sure if they were planning on it or
because I felt like that second half was like masterclass with Vrabel. Like he wasn't even trying to get first downs. It was
yeah.
like, don't turn the ball over, punt, and then it paid off. Stidham throws the pick, and that was the
Yeah.
end of it. So Mike Vrabel he's a good coach. He's always been a good coach. Really, he's good in Tennessee. They got to feel like idiots for letting him go, and then he goes there and does this with.
Yeah. He's done a great job and started to come around on him a little bit. Wasn't a fan when he was at Tennessee. I thought he was kind of a douche, but
Yeah, he still kind of gives me that vibe, but and like again, I go back to it like he's perfect for Boston sports, man. That culture around there is kind of douchey. Like I don't like Boston
was.
sports, so I don't really know. Like I'd like to spend freaking 20 minutes talking about this game, but like it was kind of a nothing game, and I also don't really want to get into because obviously we do this show every Wednesday. There's no game this weekend, so I don't
Yes.
really want to preview the Super Bowl twice.
No, we'll stay away from it for right now.
Let's go into the NFC Championship game.
A lot better.
This was a freaking great
That
game.
was a
This is
good
like
game.
what you wait all season for. Seahawks 31, Rams 27. That game could have gone either way. I think those are the best two teams in the NFL, to be honest.
I know. I hate someone had to lose that game,
Yep,
especially Stafford.
yep. And I still, you know, last week I said that Stafford's my MVP, and I do not waver
Yeah, I
on
know.
that.
I think I said the winner quarterback of last week's game would get the MVP, but I
Change your
think
mind?
I'm gonna yeah.
Well, that saves me from it. I wrote down in my note right here. I said, question from Mason: did Drake May win and Stafford lose, and change your opinion about MVP? You answered before I could
No,
even ask.
I didn't. Well, I didn't think the Patriots game would go that
Yeah,
way.
and I mean, you look at it like that wasn't Stafford's fault. Like okay, they didn't get that, what was like 4th and 4 or whatever, but like there was
Yeah.
probably 2 minutes and 50 something seconds left in the game. Their defense can't get off the field. They
Yeah.
had 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. Like, I think if the defense gets off the field there, Stafford's going right back down the field and winning the game.
Probably so.
Because, I
Yeah.
mean, they got the ball back like 20 seconds. He threw that laser to Puka.
Yeah.
I mean, and then he threw another one and Puka was inbounds, and they kept the
Yeah, I
clock running. That
suppose.
ended up being the end of the game. But
And the matchup, but then that game was, I mean, the quarterbacks played great, but also you had Puka with 165 yards receiving and JSN with 153 yards reception.
and that was another thing too. That was where I think the defense let Stafford down because, like, dude, how does JSN get like he not only was he making plays, like he was wide open.
Yeah, he was.
You could have punted it to him a few times. He was that open. So I
Yeah, I had him over over 6.5 receptions, and he got it for halftime.
was gonna say, how many did he end up with? Double like 10, I think, right?
10,
Something
yeah,
like that.
10.
Yeah.
Puka had 9.
Those two dudes came to play. I mean, those offenses balled out. And with
Mhm.
that being said, good pal Joey, he's been on me about what I said about Sam Darnold last week. Second episode of the show, we've already had a pretty cold take. I said that Sam Darnold sucks and would probably lay an egg. And I'm actually going to double down on that. I do not believe in Sam Darnold. I do not care. I know that's a hot take. He's taking him to the Super Bowl, but I just have a feeling he's going to lay an egg.
Luke.
And I think Seattle is the best team in the NFL, but I think he's going to lay an egg in the Super Bowl because I don't think he's ready for that moment. I would like for him to prove me wrong, but like
Hot
I'm
take.
not a believer.
Hot take. I hope
I'm
so.
sure that's a hot take, and I'm sure Seattle will go in there being like 42-17, and I'll look like an idiot. But like I
Well,
just
we
don't,
hope, because
you
we
know.
all hate Boston.
Yep. So I'll be pulling against him, and maybe that's why, or I'll be pulling for him. And I hope he proves me wrong. I don't dislike the guy, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just something in the back of my mind. Like I watch him play so much, and like I still just can't get the Jets and the Panthers out of my head. As far as like, I just don't think he's. I don't know.
Yeah.
I sound like an idiot right now, but like that's what I believe. I'm ready to see Sam Darnold lay an egg, so I can go in a couple weeks and tell
Yeah.
everybody. I
Yeah.
told you.
I hope, you hope you're right.
And then, I mean, you got there's some good coaches in the NFL right now. And you got Mike McDonald against Vrabel in the Super Bowl. That's going to be a great one. But I also think that, like,
Yeah.
Mike McDonald versus Sean McVay, like, that's about as good as it's going to get as far as,
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's too, yeah.
I don't think anybody lost that game. Like, it just came down to the Rams
No,
defense
yeah,
just couldn't really
yeah.
get off the field. But
I
nobody
hate
made
someone have to lose. I hate Stafford lost.
me too. Me too. That's why I hope he wins the MVP. And then I haven't really paid a ton of attention. Like, is he going to come back next year?
Yeah, I would think so.
I think they'll be right back in it then. They'll be Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
Again, he's probably, I mean, he's the best player in football right now, in my opinion. He's gonna
What
win
about a
MVP.
good division in the
Yeah,
NFL? Is the
you're right.
Rams, Seahawks, 49ers.
Mhm.
It's a great, and Cardinals round out that, but that's,
They
yeah.
suck.
They'll be back one day, but right now
Yeah, but
that's a really good division.
they gotta get rid of Kyler Murray. They gotta get a quarterback. I think
He's
it's
garbage.
proven that, like, you can't really be elite without a great quarterback unless you're Seattle and go to the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold, but that's the one outlier.
There you go.
He's getting a lot of heat from me, but, yeah, I mean, we can move into, since we were talking about coaches a little bit, there's a lot going on in the coaching carousel.
Yes.
I'm just gonna start. Bills hired Joe Brady. Steelers hired Mike McCarthy. Ravens hired Jesse Minter. Giants hired John Harbaugh. Falcons Kevin Stefanski. Dolphins hired Greg Heffley.
Yeah.
Titans hired Robert Saleh. Browns hired Todd Monken. Who out of those that I just mentioned, who you think made the best hire?
Best?
Yep.
Who hired Saleh?
Titans.
I think that's, well, I mean, I think that's a good hire for them.
Dude,
I thought I really wanted the Dolphins to get, or Stefanski was a good hire too, I think.
I think he gets a bad rap. anytime you come from Cleveland, like what can you do, honestly? Like, you're at the Browns, like, you're gonna suck. Your team's gonna suck. Everybody's gonna think I think the Giants won. I think Robert Saleh's a pretty good hire, but the only thing I'm not like, Robert Saleh was a defensive coordinator, and you're working with a young quarterback. Like, I don't know who he's got as offensive coordinator and stuff like that, but that's the only worry I have there with Cam Ward. But I also like Joe Brady at the Bills because he was their offensive coordinator before. Josh Allen apparently loves him.
Yeah.
Joe Brady's been good everywhere he's been. Like, he was at LSU's offensive coordinator when they walked the
Yep.
dog on us in 2020, and that 2019 LSU team was insane.
I don't I also I kinda didn't like that hire, to be honest.
The Joe Brady one?
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely feels kinda like we know well, it feels Dabo-esque, you
Yeah, it
hire one
does.
and
It's hard. I don't know. I don't know if McDermott couldn't win.
and,
I don't
yeah,
know. I mean,
true,
well, I hope it doesn't work out. But
true, because they should have never fired that guy.
no, no.
God, no.
I'm glad they did.
I bet you are, yeah, I mean, everybody in that division, everybody in the AFC, because I just don't see
You gotta mention the Chargers with a really good hire
my God.
offensive
That's
coordinator.
Mike
That's
McDaniel is
that's where he should stay as offensive coordinator. He's not a good head coach. He's an offensive genius, and I hope he does good out there. I do.
I agree. No, I've always kinda been a fan of his. For some reason, he's just a weird guy, but dude, they got weapons on weapons.
That's him with Herbert's gonna be fun to watch.
Unreal. And then, like, dude, I mean, Jim Harbaugh's a weirdo. Like, they're gonna be perfect together.
But that's that.
They're
They'll
gonna
look
win a Super Bowl.
good in a few years.
Another thing, the reason that I put this hoodie on is because I thought it made my day because Jags offensive coordinator Grant Udinski was interviewing for the Browns job, and they were going after him pretty hard. And he withdrew it. He withdrew his name because
There we go.
he don't want to end his career yet. So he's coming back,
No,
and this will be the first time that Trevor Lawrence has had the same offensive coordinator in his NFL career in back-to-back
watch out,
seasons. So
folks. Watch
that
out.
fired me up.
Let's go.
Let's
That's good.
go. So we will probably not lose another game until Udinski leaves, and hopefully he stays like 3 or 4 years. But yeah. But I was pretty pumped up about that, and I think that's hilarious too. Like, guys never had a head coaching job, interviewing for one, and he's like, you know what?
It's not for
Cleveland
me.
sucks.
It's not. Good for him.
Cleveland sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, look,
Yep.
I mean, would you rather live in Jacksonville or Cleveland, Ohio? I mean, I think that's
I think I'd rather go to hell than live in Cleveland,
yeah,
Ohio.
that sounds pretty miserable.
Yeah. And but you're still not on board with Jeff Halfley / Greg Heffley?
No, I honestly haven't even looked into it anymore. I'm tired of it.
Me either. I
Good
was
news out of Miami today is that Tua is a big target for people for other teams. People want Tua, which I don't know why.
trying to think of who could use him. Did it say which teams are kind of going after him, or just
He'd make a really good backup one day.
he'd be a great backup for, actually.
Yeah, he would. I think that's what he'll be.
He's got probably one solid starting opportunity left, and I mean he'd probably I hate to say that, but he probably won't do anything with it. I'm sure somebody will give him one more chance, like
Yeah,
Arizona. Arizona's got to be getting tired of Kyler Murray.
I'm tired of Kyler Murray, and I'm not even a Cardinal fan.
I hadn't seen the Cardinals play on TV except for that one game they wore those like jerseys that like desert theme, but they look like they were
Mm,
dirty. You remember
mm.
that? That's the only time I've seen them play.
Yeah, it was strange.
So, and then I don't know much about Jesse Minter. I didn't do any research there for the Ravens. That seems like a huge step down if you go from John Harbaugh to Jesse Minter. I could be wrong, but
Yeah,
like you said, at first I was out on the Stefanski hire with the Falcons, but I actually think that he's probably could
yeah.
do well there.
I don't really know what Falcons have planned. I mean, they're Falcons. I mean,
He's got a lot of weapons, but like on offense especially.
Kirk Cousins was their quarterback for a lot of their games.
I'll be curious to see what happens there. I mean, they're paying Kirk a lot of money for him to sit on the bench. I feel like, if Penis doesn't play well, they
Yeah,
might put Kirk in there just because that's where their money is, and you don't ever know. I mean, it's hard for me to say that, like, and I love Kirk Cousins. I'm a
Yeah,
huge fan of Kirk Cousins.
big
But like
Cousins guy.
when you got Bijan Robinson, they got Kyle Pitts, Drake London,
Yeah,
uh,
they got loaded. They got
you got Tony Algier or what is it, Tony or Tyler? Tyler Algier.
Tyler. Yeah,
There you go. When
yeah,
you got all those weapons, dude, like, and then you still suck. Like to me, that's just like a quarterback issue.
yeah, yeah. You got to figure that out.
So, and then the last thing I want to bring up is Mike McCarthy going to the Steelers,
Yeah, yeah,
and they were talking about it this morning. I became a Mike McCarthy fan because he was making all these appearances on the Pat McAfee show, and I would like follow along and stuff. And
yeah.
like, I didn't realize he is like grew up a Steelers fan, like moved back to
Really?
Pittsburgh, grew up in Pittsburgh. He lives there now. His
Oh,
whole
I didn't know that.
family, all his family are Steelers. Like they all still live in Pittsburgh. He was in Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers was in Green Bay.
Yeah,
They won a Super Bowl together. Like to me, I think that solidified that I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come back for one more year.
yeah. I think you. I think you will. I do. I mean, why not? I mean, he played a good finish to the year.
I mean,
He's like
they
what?
won their division.
Yeah, they won their division.
Yep. So
I think.
it's gonna be tough, dude. I mean, like Tomlin's a good coach. Like you're not just gonna hire a new coach and then
Yeah,
they got to go get some weapons.
yeah. Hopefully they will for Rodgers. They got to get a receiver.
They
Jeez,
got to get it.
they got Metcalf, but it was their backup. Their next guy
Calvin Austin,
was Valdez Scantling or whoever.
true, and they traded him later.
That's terrible.
They had Calvin Austin too. He was just like a bunch of B-listers, and then like DK was good, but when you double him and stuff, like he can only be so good. So yeah, I think they definitely.
Go get a weapon. Go get Tyreek Hill. You know, I mean, go get
Is he gonna play
somebody.
football again? Because his knee was backwards.
Yeah, he wants to play. I don't think he'll be in a Dolphin uniform.
Does he have a year left on that contract? How's it? I don't know anything about it.
Idea.
Are
Kind of
you
forgot he
like?
was on
Do
our
you
team.
want him to come back to Miami, or you think his time?
Don't really care.
He's kind of an idiot.
Yeah, yeah, he is. I mean, hell, honestly, his last 2 years have been terrible. Anyways.
I mean, I think everybody at this point's heard like after his football career, he wants to stream Fortnite and be a porn star. That was the two things that he is going to chase. So
Yeah.
I wish him all the best. I mean,
Hey, good luck with that. I hope it
money to
works
be
out for
made,
us.
baby. Money
Hey,
to be made.
that's good
So
stuff. But
I ain't
yeah, I
gonna
mean,
get too carried away on Tyreek Hill because we were on the coaches. So let's address the elephant in the room. Bill Belichick not getting a good.
yeah, I don't know what the reason was for that.
I
Uh,
mean,
he's the best coach of all time.
amen. Like I just wrote down a few things like 9 Super Bowl appearances, 6 Super Bowl championships as a head coach, 3-time coach of the year, and then he's 17 games shy of Shula for being the winningest coach ever. And
Really?
all right, yeah. So then I'm saying, all right, if you don't let that guy in the Hall of Fame, then we like get Jimmy Johnson out of there, get like all these
Exactly.
legends, get them out. Like if Bill can't be in, then just put Shula in and no one else gets in.
What's the criteria? Who votes on this?
Morons.
So, like,
I
what? He
think.
got to wait till like next year or whatever?
I mean, he better get in. He'll get in, but like to not be first ballot, that's like I think that discredits the Hall of Fame. Like I think that's
Yeah, it does.
like
That's
I mean
just stupid.
it's not a legit thing if Bill Belichick doesn't get in right away.
I know. I don't know if I let anybody in the Hall of Fame these days.
Dude, like I wonder what the reason was. I know the Patriots like they did some pretty sketchy stuff like during their dynasty. Like you had the spy gate and the deflate gate and stuff like that. But like, and then Jimmy Johnson was pissed about this. He came and like talked about it and said that like, especially before they put the microphone in the quarterback's helmet, he said
Yeah.
everybody was stealing signs and stuff. Everybody was trying to spy. Like that was just how the game worked. Like you had to be good at covering up your signs. And he said that they just tried to make an example out of New England. So really, that's probably not that big of a deal. I mean, my God, dude! Like, if Bill Belichick can't get in the Hall of Fame, then like, that's the dumbest
Yeah,
thing. That's
it's
the dumbest
ridiculous.
thing that's happened this football season.
Yeah. It don't make any sense.
Maybe he was just that bad at North Carolina. They were like, we ain't letting this guy.
Yeah, which is which is fair. But
I just don't understand because they said you had to have there are 50 voters apparently, 40 of the 50 at least had to vote him in, and he'd get in. So apparently, 11 or more voters did not vote him in out of the 50.
That doesn't make any sense.
I think we should investigate and figure out who those 11 people or more were, and they should
Yeah.
never be allowed to have any kind of take or vote on anything ever again.
One of them's gotta be Eli Manning, right?
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
He's like, yeah, those guys were easy to beat.
Yeah, one of them's gotta be Eli Manning.
Eli,
Probably
Nick Foles,
Nick Foles,
yeah, Doug Peterson.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, like no problem. But Mahomes tweeted. There was a lot of guys tweeting. Like JJ Watt tweeted, Mahomes tweeted. They're just like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, any guy with a brain knows. I mean,
yeah. I just can't believe that, dude. I mean, like you talk about, like we grew up in that. Like he's an icon and stuff.
yeah,
Like,
Belichick's. I mean, which is why Vrabel's good there because I feel like he fits that. Just
tough and like
just tough and a word that I'm not going to use, but you know what I mean. Just arrogant.
oh yeah, assholes.
Yeah.
Yep. But that's like what they want. Like that's the Bruins, the Red Sox, the Celtics, the Patriots. Like that's their brand, and like they love it. The fans, they're not Philly level though. Like Philly is
No, Philly.
worse.
That's different.
But
That's
I mean,
trash.
like okay, so in 6 years, Andy Reid's he gonna get stuffed, or is he getting in first ballot Hall?
Yeah, I mean he should.
He will, and then that's what's gonna be even more hilarious to me is like, okay, Andy Reid, who, I mean, top out this top definitely top 10, probably top 5 coach in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get in, and then the best coach, in my opinion, the GOAT,
Yeah.
doesn't get in. Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever
He's
heard.
got too many haters out there, I guess.
You know, you're right, and they probably had a lot of fun playing the villain, but I guess it kind of bites you. But that's
It's ridiculous.
whatever.
Got all the dog.
I mean, that's like we're not gonna let Tony Hawk into the skateboarding Hall of Fame. Like, sorry,
Right.
Tiger Woods, you're not getting into World Golf Hall of Fame. Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
which he already has.
It doesn't make any sense.
I think it's that level.
Maybe one day we'll hear some a reasoning, but I don't have anything for you because it don't make any sense.
So while we're kind of talking about that era, and to me, I guess everybody loves the era they grew up in, but dude, that like 2007 to 2016 like era of football, those 10 seasons were so elite. So while we're on that, I told you to put together your top 5 because the Patriots and the Seahawks, we're getting a rematch in the Super Bowl. Obviously, we're going to talk about that next week. We'll break it all down, all that stuff. But they've got a lot of history together. Both teams were really good in the era that we grew up in. And I want to talk about the top 5 Patriots players of all time and the top 5 Seattle Seahawks players of all time.
You go first. Let me hear them.
All right, you want to start with Patriots? Or you want to start with Seahawks?
Let's do the Patriots because I think we'll have a lot in common.
Yeah, this to me the Patriots one was there was a couple where I had to like really dig a little bit. I did some research, but I'll start with number 5.
We're just gonna go like back and forth, or
should we go 1 to 5 or should we go 5 to 1? No, let's go 1 to 5 because everybody knows 1.
You gonna go just 1 through 5?
Yeah. All right. Number 1, Patriot all time, Tom Brady.
Yes, I also have Tom Brady.
If you didn't, you'd be about the same level as those voters for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So I'm going Brady, and number 2, I got Gronk.
Nice.
I think Gronk's I wrote down Super Bowl legend, and I think he's the greatest tight end of all time. Legendary, elite blocker, elite pass catcher. I love Gronk.
I wanted to put Gronk there, but I have Vince Wilfork at my 2 here. I think just a dog.
Huge.
Yeah, I mean
Vince Wilfork. All right, and then we're going 3 now. I got Adam Vinatieri.
At 3.
I got Adam Vinatieri. I think he was responsible for kind of keeping the dynasty alive. You know, he made what did he make? Multiple Super Bowl game winners. He was clutch. He got him in the tuck rule game. You know, he's one of the greatest kickers ever. And then he went and had, which I know it doesn't count but he went on after the Patriots and had a bunch of good years. So I like Vinatieri in
You
three
got a
spot.
lot of explanations here.
Well, I mean, not that it matters.
At my 3, I do have Gronkowski.
Yep,
I
I
mean,
like it.
yeah, like just the most dominant tight end,
And then
good blocker.
he was just a stud, wasn't he? I mean,
Yeah, he was he was a stud. He was a
he's
stud.
just big and he did everything right. And then so you got okay.
Okay, my 3, and I want to like this isn't like best like names, right? It's like the while they were
It's like
there.
careers.
I mean, I was gonna go Randy Moss.
Yep, I got Randy Moss in my like honorable mention.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna put Randy Moss in there, but I was like, I think this is more like
Career.
Patriots, not just
Right. And then that really was a thing in my Seahawks one
Mm,
because there was a
yeah,
lot of like, oh, that guy's a legend, but like I'd look up his numbers, I'm like, oh, he ain't touching what, so and so did. But
exactly, yeah,
number 4, I got Big Vince Wilfork, just a stud on the end for the whole Patriots dynasty. He was like the heart and soul of that defense.
yeah. That's a good one. That's 4.
That was number 4.
I have Richard Seymour.
Yeah, he's in my honorable mention, but dude,
At
I was so close to putting him at
well,
5.
just huge defensive, big old guy,
Dude,
3-time
Richard
Super Bowl champ. Um,
stud.
Seymour, 2001, 2008, dominant.
That's sick.
Oh,
I like Seymour.
of
Yeah,
course.
now I'm regretting it because I put Ty Law at 5 over
But
Richard Seymour.
Law at 5.
Yep,
I considered him.
yep.
At 5, I did put Vinatieri.
Dude, he's just such a legend.
Yeah, I threw the kicker in there. Give the guy some. Yeah,
And then I did some honorable mention just for the hell of it, but like I got Devin McCourty, Julian Edelman, Richard Seymour, Teddy Bruschi.
Brew.
Teddy Brew, shout out. We'll go you ready to do Seahawks?
Yeah, let's do it.
You want me to go first for this too?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I got number 1 wide receiver Steve Largent as the greatest Seahawk of all time. He's I sent you that text. I was like, dude, I knew who Steve Largent was, but I had no idea how much of a
Yeah.
study. When he retired, he held the NFL record for receptions, yards, and touchdowns.
Wow.
He retired in 1989. His number 80 jersey got retired by the Seahawks. His name's on the side of the stadium. Give me Steve Largent, number 1.
Steve Largent. I also have Steve Largent at number 1.
I mean,
I think
yeah,
it wasn't even close when I was looking at it.
once I started digging it, like I did a quick search, I'm like, greatest Seahawks of all time, and it gave me like a list of like probably 15 players. So then
Yeah.
I went through, I'm like, holy shit, this guy's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah, he's got some crazy numbers.
His numbers were, and that was an era where they don't throw it near as much as they do now.
Yeah.
And then to counter that, I don't even know who his quarterback was.
No, I
Yeah, so
couldn't tell you.
I'd be curious where you have my number 2 player ranked. Number
Alright.
2, I got Russell Wilson.
Okay, let Russ cook.
Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl. He was elite out of the pocket, great deep ball thrower, and he was the best Seattle quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
He was there
I
for
don't
10
have him
seasons.
at 2.
Who you got?
I got Walter Jones, probably the best offensive lineman of all
Offensive
time.
lineman of all time, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 9-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first team All Pro, played for 12 years, which is a long 1997, 2009, which is a long time during playing offensive lineman. That's a long time.
Dude, I hate that you did that because I had him on there. He was number 70. He also got his jersey retired. I think there was like 2 or 3 players ever to get their jersey retired. And I didn't put him in my top 5 only because he played offensive line, and now I'm regretting it because he is probably the best. He's one of the best Seahawks of all time, one of the best linebackers of all time, or offensive lineman of all time.
Yeah.
So I feel like an idiot. He's first on my honorable mention here, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I regret it.
Oh,
I don't know who I'd switch it with. But number 3, I got Bobby Wagner.
beast.
Super Bowl winner. He was like the heart and soul of that Legion of Boom. 10-time Pro Bowler, and I did read where they were going to retire his jersey at some point in the next few years. So,
Dog.
shout out Bobby Wagner.
3, I got Russell Wilson. I did. I just think his impact there was,
Mr. Unlimited.
Yes. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Yeah.
I like Russ. I
Cornball.
don't. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Russell Wilson. Never have been. But I do think he brought a Super Bowl over there, and you know, he was. They didn't need much during the time he was there with the defense they had, but he did it. He did what he needed to do.
Yeah, he was very good. And then like I didn't realize too, I guess looking all this up, Seattle's just never really had elite quarterbacks. Still
No,
don't have one.
exactly.
And then all right, so number 4, this one was tough. I'll pretty much flip a coin between my 4 and 5 because they're two of my favorite running backs of all time. But we'll go number 4, Marshawn Lynch. And he didn't have the he didn't at his peak, he was the best running back in the NFL for like probably 2 to 3 seasons, but like
Yeah,
he that like long 10-year career. Well, he did, but not in Seattle. But you know, you had the Beastquake. He was probably the most violent runner of all time.
Beastquake. That was dope.
You know, over and over and over and over and over again. But won a Super Bowl. I
Yep,
just can't not have Marshawn Lynch at
he's
number
a dog. I
3.
have at my 4 Bobby Wagner.
Shout out Bobby.
Shout out Bobby. I mean,
I mean, he's just a stud. Like, there's not much you can
we
say.
already talked. I mean, just perfect for that position, and they were so good back in those days.
Legion of Boom was fun to watch. I'm not a deep. I'm a offensive. I love offenses, and my mind doesn't go to defense.
Yeah,
And like, um,
defense.
they were fun to watch. Number 5, I got Sean Alexander.
Sean Alexander.
He won an NFL MVP in 2005. I mean, that was one of the best seasons ever. He broke like the touchdown record, or was it the? I don't know, he broke one of the records, and he was iconic. Another big back. I big back.
Big back.
I mean, they were him and Marshawn Lynch were two big running backs. They were kind of like they kind of piggybacked off each other, like Sean
Yeah,
Alexander. So, but I like Sean Alexander. I liked him when I was a kid.
yeah. I went with him at 5 too. I left off Marshawn Lynch. Just I don't know. I feel like toward the end of his Seahawks time, it was. I feel like character goes a long way with my ranking. So I went with Sean Alexander instead.
So you probably wouldn't have voted for Bill Belichick either, then.
No, well, yeah, I was one of them.
Yeah, I like that. We were pretty similar. We didn't have anything crazy. My honorable mention was Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, and Earl Thomas.
Yeah, good. I watched Cam Chancellor highlights this morning when I was supposed to be
Did you
working.
really?
Dude, when he like jumped over the offensive line to block the Panthers kick, or
That's what I remember. When I think of Cam Chancellor, I think of him jumping over the line and blocking that field goal.
yeah, that was awesome.
That was a great era of football, and I feel like we're freaking right back in it, dude. We went 10 years in the past with the Patriots and the Seahawks back in the Super Bowl. So
And they say we're bringing 2016 back, so
there you go.
that's
So
what they
real
say.
quick,
That's what the kids be saying.
2016 is back. 2016 was a great year.
Yeah, yeah. See, it was a great year.
That was a great
I wish we
year.
could bring that back.
Yeah, I wish we would. We about far away from 26. We bring a 2006 back.
Yeah, that's
Probably
right.
not. But anyway, so I'm gonna just go real quick. I'm gonna go Patriots top 5: Tom Brady, Gronk, Adam Vinatieri, Vince Wilfork, Ty Law.
Yep.
What do you got?
Right.
Just
Let's
to
go back to
remind
my
everybody.
list, wherever it went. Let's
Or
see.
I'll do my Seahawks real quick.
All right.
Steve Largent, Russell Wilson, Bobby Wagner, Marshawn Lynch, Sean Alexander.
All right. I think I lost my list here.
All right, well, you went Tom Brady, you went
Tom
Vince
Brady,
Wilfork.
Wilfork, Gronk, Seymour, Vinatieri.
Yep.
And then I went Largent, Walter Jones, Russell Wilson, Bobby Wagner, and then who was
Sean
my last?
Alexander. Sean Alexander.
Sean Alexander. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, that was pretty fun. We'll try to do those segments more, maybe make them a little more clean. I think I was a little wordy on mine, but we'll probably try to rank a top 5 every week. But let's see where we're headed to now.
Oh,
Also
Marvel films next week.
perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some remembering, but shout out Marvel. That stuff is fire. Also, for the few people, I think we had like 36 views on the last video. For the few people that watched that, I apologize for how horrendous my audio was, and I hope that it is better this week.
I
Have I
think
been
it
cutting
is.
out?
Yeah, I haven't heard any kind of.
Okay, good. I don't
choppiness.
know. I tried to do it on my phone, and turned out to be a mistake. So All right, so while we're on segments here, we're going to get into everybody's favorite segment, and we're going to consult with our gambling expert,
Let's go.
Mason here. Before Mason gets in his bag real quick, I just want everybody to know that he has still never lost. He told y'all to take the Cavs -3 against the Hornets. It was a lock. I took that money and parlayed it into my next bet, which would end up being the loser because of the snow game. But Mason did not tell me to take that. And he also said to parlay Seattle -2.5 with the over 47 in NFC Championship game. Couldn't have been more of a lock. So Mason,
I tried to tell you. I got 3, and so it's getting a little harder because there's no
3 bets.
football this week, and I don't want to drop my Super Bowl picks until next week.
Right.
So NBA only puts out their lines like a day in advance or the same
Okay.
day, and so
Okay.
does college basketball. But I did find a couple.
So what you're saying is we need to jump on this now. If we wait, then we'll miss it.
All for tomorrow, at least tomorrow.
So you better get on it, or
Yeah,
you'll
let me
miss
make
out on making however much money
I
you
got
want.
this right. My first one has to deal with this crappy team that I'm watching on my television right now, and it's the Miami Heat, who's getting whooped right now, but which makes it even better because Miami is horrendous on back-to-backs. So they're playing
Okay.
tomorrow night. They're home tonight. They're in Chicago tomorrow, and they're 1.5-point underdogs. I take Chicago -1.5. The Bulls will beat the Heat by a lot tomorrow night, as the Magic are doing right now.
So bet on those Chicago Bulls. And I was also going to mention
Chicago Bulls.
Chicago. If you see Mason, he keeps cutting away. He's looking. He's locked in. He's a loyal Heat fan.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
watching the
I'm
game.
gonna be less and less of this because this is terrible.
What's the score right now?
We're down 10, 34-24.
Come back.
Yeah, they will. They will. Oh, we just hit
So
a
you
buzzer
got.
beater. 31-27. All right, that's the first one I got.
So
Also,
that's wait. What? That's Bulls -1.5. You said.
Bulls -1.5. Back-to-backs for Miami have just always been
Okay.
atrocious. All right, let's cut to Friday night college hoops battle for the Paul Bunyan Trophy over there in East Lansing, Michigan.
Love it.
We got Michigan versus Michigan State. Michigan is favored 1.5. They will cover 1.5 against Michigan State on the road in a big rivalry game. Michigan's good. Okay, Michigan is good.
Michigan. So you're saying Michigan's not only going to retain Paul Bunyan's axe, but they're
That's it.
going to
Yes.
cover this 1.5.
They're going to cover was 1.5. Yes.
All right. You got another one, right? You said you got 3 for us?
Yeah, I got one if you're for tomorrow night, Thursday night, NBA hoops. It's the Wizards +2 against the Bucks tomorrow night.
You like the underdog?
You like the underdog? Giannis is hurt. Giannis is about to get traded. All this news is coming down on Milwaukee real hard. They're not going to show up to play tomorrow. Give me the Wizards at
Give
home.
the Wizards. Hey, we appreciate you dropping 3 on us. You know, that's really helping pad the wall.
Yeah, look, I could give you a lot more. Like, if you do want Atlanta +4.5 tomorrow night, take it. But that's not my official pick.
All right. That's a Mason's money move flex play.
Yes.
There. So
go ahead and take those. Put those in. If you're watching this on Saturday, you miss them. You just you ain't get there.
Yeah. Sorry about it. You need to be more up to date. We drop every Wednesday from now until
Wednesday about 8:30. They'll be up.
About right. That's about right. So that sounds good. And like I'd like to reiterate, like this he does not miss.
I did not miss.
This is just something that is like death, taxes, and Mason's money moves. Like
we cooked last week. It's time to cook again this week. So get on that.
If you want to make money, do what he says. If you don't want to make money, come up with your own parlay. It won't hit like I did in the snow game. It's
full disclosure, this is legal gambling. Legal gambling.
Legal gambling. Yeah. Yep. Don't do it in a state where it is not legal or on an app that's sketchy or with a bookie that is not
nice.
Authorized by DraftKings, Prize Picks, Sleeper, whatever you got.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's pivot now a little bit off the NFL, and I just want to bring up the fact that Dabo, what'd you do? You muted your mic or something. It threw me off.
Had to cough.
Jesus, got all excited doing his money move and run out of air. Dabo went nuclear on Pete Golding and Ole Miss. That is
that's been a busy week.
Dude, there's been so much going on. Like
Sure
we tried
has.
to do the show for an hour, and I haven't even flipped to the back of this page yet. It's been 42 minutes, but this was an interesting one for me, and I have a lot of opinions on this, and I try not to be a homer. You know, obviously we love Clemson football, and that's kind of like,
Yeah,
but I actually think, and Dabo says a lot of stuff, especially recently, that I've disagreed with. But I actually think that he's got a point here, and I think the college football system sucks. And I think what Ole Miss did was, I don't think they're alone. Like I'm not just being like, oh, Ole Miss is a bunch of
yeah,
dirty like cheaters or whatever. Like, but what they did was dirty, and it does suck. And I think a lot of teams are doing this, and it kind of
yeah,
sucks as a Clemson fan that like we don't participate. Like Dabo refuses to give in. He wants to take the moral high ground, and like we're gonna get left behind. But I
yeah,
think that something needs to be done about it because I think Dabo is absolutely right.
yeah. I mean, yeah, everybody's doing it. Just Dabo's I mean, you can't do it to Dabo because you know he's the only one not doing it, and you know
Right.
he's gonna call you out on it. So
Yep.
I think
That's
Golden
what
should have
happened.
stayed away from literally the only guy you can't do that to.
Yep. Because he's
Especially,
not.
I mean, there's other guys that don't do it, but they don't have nearly as much say as Dabo does. So
And
you
he
don't mess with that. So it's kind of rough on his. I mean, I don't know if anything happened to him, but I wouldn't do it to a guy who.
they exactly, they messed with the wrong guy because he, and we know Dabo loves a microphone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That gave him an opportunity to be like, "Oh, okay, y'all listen to what I got to say." And he was dropping some facts, and I kinda like to see that fire in Dabo because that kinda reassures me that he does care and he wants to win, but he just wants to do it his way, and I think it's
yeah.
starting to become apparent that his way is not gonna work in this new climate
It
in college.
does suck, but I mean the guys. I mean, you got to catch up with the times. I mean I don't tampering is not right, especially to kids.
That's the part that sucks is, like,
He won't
you
do it because
know,
it's not right.
we're trying to do it the right way. Dabo's trying to do it the right way. It sucks for everybody involved because, like, it's not gonna work. Like, sure, it's a feel good, like, Dabo's got a moral he trying to do it the right way for the kids, like, create a culture and, like, do it the way it used to work, and then, like, you got probably 95% of the other teams that are like, "We don't care what's
Yeah,
going on. We wanna win." Like, and the NCAA sucks. It always has.
yeah,
Like, they have no backbone. It's gonna take them, 8 months to get this thing, 10 months to get this thing even past, like, the first stages of, like,
yeah.
getting work, and that, like, nothing's gonna happen.
The NCAA doesn't want this to work out for Dabo because if it does, then you're gonna have investigations all over the country start coming up.
They will have a huge mess to clean up with, and
Yeah,
they're not, and then, like, I mean, obviously, Pete Golding, Ole Miss he knows he's not gonna get in trouble because he tweeted that freaking shark. Did you see that? Like, right after he just tweeted a shark.
yeah,
As soon as Dabo, so, like, he knows that, like,
yeah. You can't do anything to him because all he'll do is just call out Lane Kiffin, or and then Lane Kiffin will call out who. It's just
yep, and it's a yeah, dude, Lane Kiffin was doing some shady stuff.
he's still doing it.
And that's just the part that sucks. Like, I guess a part of me appreciates, like, what Dabo's trying to do, but then, like, the competitive side of me and, like,
Yeah,
I
we way past morals.
can't stand losing. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
And
would I
Ferrelli
like
would have been
for
really
us
good
to,
to have too.
what's that?
Ferrelli would have been really, really good.
Well, I know. That's the part that really sucks too, is, like,
Yeah, he's a baller.
we're not losing to Clay Sweeney. We're
Yeah, I still
losing
got
Luke
him.
Riley.
He's our head coach.
Yeah. Like, he's alright.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought. Mm, I did see where, like, or
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
thinking you're talking about the moral high ground and stuff like that. Like, it does suck because it doesn't result in wins. And then, like, I just have this, like, vision of Dabo getting promoted to AD somehow, or, like, into, like, a
it was coming.
football GM role, and then, like, we hire John Gruden and we get to cheating harder than anybody ever has, and we
Yeah,
win a national championship in
I
about 5 years. But
I
that's
hope so.
not gonna happen.
Have you seen Pete Golding's, mugshot?
He got arrested, or is this a joke?
He got like a DUI or something, like,
Nice.
last year, and I saw it on Twitter. I don't know. Might not be
Nice.
true, but it's funny.
It probably is. That guy's a scumbag. So, I hope Ole Miss never wins another game.
And we'll see him in the Belk Bowl.
we'll see him in the belt ball. I'll be there. I'll be loud. I'll probably take my bench and let him hear me. But that's another thing too. Like this would have happened. This Dabo's rant and like calling somebody out. This would have happened 5 years ago if we'd have been getting in the portal.
Yeah, yeah,
This is the first year we were like, oh, like our recruits left and like we had people go
yeah,
to the draft and like we had people transfer out. We need to hit the portal. So we finally hit the portal and Dad was like, they cheating.
yeah. I figured out what the portal life is like.
He's like, damn, this ain't even fair. They not even giving me a chance. They take it. So like, it's not like all of a sudden this happened. Like it
Yeah,
would have happened the whole time.
exactly.
So I side with Dabo, but I realize that he's fighting a battle that he ain't gonna win.
He can't win it. Yeah.
Do you got anything else to say on that? Because I'm about to move into something that no one cares about.
Okay. No, I'm good.
All right. Senior Bowl's coming up in Mobile, Alabama. The question I wrote down: does anyone give a F about the Senior Bowl?
No, this is the first I'm hearing of this thing.
So I the last Senior Bowl I watched was when Charlie Whitehurst played,
Wow. I
and
mean,
I was probably 9 years old or something. Only reason I watched it because that he was the guy. Like I
I
wanted to
mean,
watch him play.
like who plays in the Senior Bowl? Like I know Mendoza's not playing in the Senior Bowl.
I have some notables.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I'm bringing this up is because I was shocked that some of these guys are playing this
Okay.
year.
Chambliss or
Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt playing in the Senior Bowl. Garrett Nussmeier, LSU, playing in the Senior
okay.
Bowl. Katron Allen, Penn State's running back that
Yeah,
fleeced us in
he's a
the
good player.
bowl game. That Kevin Coleman Jr. from Missouri, I did
Yeah,
when I looked, he was like a notable. I didn't really know much about it. I
player.
looked it up.
Yeah,
He's actually really good.
yeah.
Cade Klubnik
Oh, I figured that.
playing in the young buddy. He playing any game ever.
He'd playing powder puff. He'd playing powder puff down at local high school if they told him to come throw the football around.
Well, you say that, which is hilarious because I also saw where he got invited to the East West Shrine Bowl and he hadn't made up his mind yet. But he's gonna play.
Yeah, he will.
He'll be there. Adam Randall, Wade Woodass, T.J. Parker.
Wow,
Those
I'm
are the
surprised
Tigers
Parker's
in
playing.
the Senior Bowl.
To me, what it sounds like is a bunch of players who had disappointing years and like having one last, right hook at the end of it,
Yep, exactly.
like Nussmeier.
So then I kind of was thinking like the Senior Bowl might be better than the Pro Bowl now because they actually play football.
Play it or something. Yeah, Pro Bowl. I mean, they ain't flag football yet. I think they might be.
They're flag football on a Tuesday night in front of. They're playing in a like assembly hall in front of like 10,000 people.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I'm out. I'm out on the Pro Bowl.
So at least Senior Bowl they're playing real football and like the Pro Bowl. And did you see where like Shador Sanders got invited to the Pro Bowl for the AFC quarterback?
Yeah, over Trevor Lawrence.
Give me a break.
I mean, no, there's no.
Trevor was an MVP. But Shador,
Shador.
so that watch. Anyway, let's get off of football before I lose my mind. Let's go into something that not many people are probably paying attention to right now in January, but Scotty Scheffler made his first start on the PGA Tour this year, and he won by 4. Shocker.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm bringing up golf, I do not watch golf much. I don't really like to talk about. I play golf, but I don't like to talk about it as much. But Scotty, with this win, became the 3rd person ever to hit 20 wins before turning 30 years old. The other 2 were Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods. And I'm only bringing this up just so I could throw a crazy Tiger stat at you.
All right.
Scotty, 20 wins and 4 majors before he turned 30.
20 wins and 4 majors.
20 wins, 4 majors. Tiger, 46 wins and 10 majors before he turned 30.
Yeah, I mean, that is insane.
So, it's pretty mind-blowing, and then I went down a little further. Tiger's won 82 times on the PGA Tour and 15 majors. Jack Nicklaus won 73 times and 18 majors. So Scotty right now is sitting at 20 and 4. They love to compare Scotty to Tiger and Jack. He's got a long way to go.
So he just gets started, or like, I know he's been playing for a while, but like, I guess like the winning thing must be.
So he was kind of a late bloomer, so to speak, as far as like he wasn't winning like Tiger and Jack, and
Tiger was winning like as soon as he come out of college,
right,
even
like he
before
wasn't
that,
doing.
maybe.
You remember like Jordan Spieth bust out on the scene like 19 years old, and like Scotty wasn't really doing that. I think Scotty was. I mean, he was in his mid-20s before. he's won 20 times in 4 majors in
Yeah,
probably a 5-year span.
he's a dog.
He is a dog, and I
I
don't
mean,
think
he's
he's
very
slowing down
good.
anytime soon. And the difference between him and Tiger is, like, he's not gonna completely ruin his life.
We
Yeah, yeah, well, true. People were probably saying that about Tiger when he was, doing that, but, like, Tiger took 10 years of his peak away from his career for being an idiot, and then also, like, just not being healthy. Like,
yeah,
Scotty doesn't really I mean, the only things that have slowed Scotty Scheffler down so far is, like, a police officer in Louisville, Kentucky, and, when he cut his thumb open on Christmas that time.
yes. Hey, what's up with the indoor golf that I saw on my TV the other day? I saw Tiger Woods.
Yeah,
I was like,
so
"What
if you
is
see
this?"
TGL on your TV, turn it off. It sucks.
Well, I mean, I didn't. It didn't take me long to turn it, but I was like, "I think
It
they're like."
sucks.
But I did see Tiger, and I saw Kai Trump was also there, so I
Okay,
thought it was probably like some kind of influencer thing.
exactly. It's a league. There's probably I'm gonna do a bad job of explaining this because I hate it. There's probably, like, 8 to 10 teams of, like, 4 to 6 players, and they play
Yeah,
simulator golf, alternate shot, and you get, like, points for each hole, and then, like, you win, and, like, you only play 1 team at a time. So it's like games.
yeah,
It's an interesting idea. I think it'd be more fun if it was outdoor.
yeah. I mean,
But, also, like, did you see that place? That place is kinda sick, though, that
no, yeah, it's
SoFi Stadium.
awesome. I mean, no, it was
Yeah.
cool. I mean,
But, like,
I was interested, but I didn't get it, so I
I
turned it
watched
off.
a few times last year, and I was like, "This is just didn't do it for me." I thought it was stupid, but,
Yeah, I mean, oh well.
anyway, before everybody falls asleep, we'll go to NBA basketball right now, and, give us a Heat update real quick. I know you're watching the Heat game.
We're back. I mean, look, the tides have turned over in Miami. The Heat are up 4. No,
Let's go, Heat!
they're up 6 with 6 minutes to go in the half.
Okay, and, I know last week, I think that another kinda segment that we need to add to this show is, like, we need a weekly standings update because
All
there's
right,
so much going on in the
I
NBA,
got them
and,
up.
you got them up?
I'll start with the Heat because it's freshly on my mind.
Perfect.
The 4 games, this game right now and the next 3 are huge because we're 7th and the Magic are 8 and the Bulls are 9. We're playing the Magic now. We go Magic, Bulls, Bulls, Bulls. All 3 games in a row. One of them is a makeup from earlier in the year when they're leaking their ceiling or whatever,
That
and we
sounds
had to
about
make it
right.
up yeah, next week. So we got Magic, Bulls, 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 and we're the 7 seed. Magic are 8, Bulls are 9. These are huge. We're first place in the East is still the Detroit Pistons. Have expanded their lead to 5.5 games.
Okay, I was
Which,
gonna ask because you said they had a big lead last week. I
yeah,
was curious
it
if
was
they so
even
they're
more now. They're 34-11. They're impressive. The Celtics are 5.5 games behind the Pistons. They're at number 2. The Knicks, the Raptors, the Cavs, and the 6th seed, which is the last one before the play-in, is the 76ers. Then you
what's
got
their
Heat,
record?
Magic, Bulls. Then the Sixers are 25 and 21. The Heat are 25 and 22. If the Heat win this, we will be tied for 6th. The Sixers do hold the tiebreaker over us.
I'm
And
a
we are
brand new Heat fan.
2.5 games out of 5th Cavaliers.
Okay, so a nice win tonight, and then
This is a really big game. Yeah, really big January game here.
and you said we got the Magic one more time before the Bulls?
Yeah, no, we had the Magic later in the year. We
Okay,
played
so the
them.
next game is the Bulls.
Yeah, Bulls 3 in a row after
So a
tonight.
win tonight, and then sweep the Bulls, and we'll be sitting in
We'll be
4th or
closing
5th.
on the 5th seed if we can win all 3 of them next ones. And then big news out of Milwaukee is Giannis wanting to
That's
leave.
where I mean, obviously, like, we want him to come to Miami.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got predictions. If he gets traded before February, February, whatever the deadline is, there's really only 3 teams that are in the running. Before February,
Okay,
Heat, Warriors, Heat, Warriors, and
Timberwolves?
Heat, Knicks. They're the only ones that really makes any sense that he'll go to for the deadline. If he gets to the summer, it can be anybody. It could be the Thunder. It could be the Pistons. It could be the Celtics. It could
Do
be
you
anybody.
has anybody said whether or not, like, he wants out now, or does he wanna play the rest?
He wants out. That came out today that he's looking for a new home.
It's nice in South Florida, Giannis.
Yeah, so I got 2 weeks until we hit the big deadline.
I mean, if the Heat get Giannis, immediate contenders.
Yeah, yeah, 'cause we're giving away Hero and probably Ware, Kel Ware, so it's
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You throw in everybody but Bam at that point, maybe Norman Powell. But let me get back to the West.
Okay.
Still with a big lead, Thunder, Spurs second. Again, that's gonna be a great Western Conference Finals. They'll be there.
Mhm.
Nuggets, Rockets playing good basketball. Lakers at 5, Suns at 6. Then playing right now, you got Timberwolves, Warriors, Blazers, Clippers.
Interesting.
Scoring ball over there.
Yeah, I'm not a big West Coast sports person, but and then going like, the East is still, like we talked, it's so gritty 1990s.
The East, awesome. You
Yeah.
got Celtics, Pistons, Knicks.
I also did a little bit of research because I always if I get into basketball, it's always later in the year. I'm really trying, and talking to you every Wednesday is gonna help me kinda keep up with the NBA. I was looking some stats up, and I think that right now, dude, this might be a hot take, or this might be right on the money, I don't really know, but Luka is the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, Luka. Yeah, I think he is.
I
Yeah.
looked up his last 10 games, and, like, I know things not everything, but, like, 24, 42, 27, 39, 25, 38, 32, 33, 46, and that was, like, a few triple
Mm,
doubles in there, and, like, pretty much every game was a double double.
yeah,
That's insane.
yeah. Yeah. He is a freak. He
And
is.
I'm like, the fact that they're in 5th is LeBron just he must suck now.
Yeah, he just kind of
Oh,
creeping
I
up.
know you're kinda
He
on
had
the
a big
LeBron.
slam the other night, just
He's still trying.
in Chicago. Just did like the kind of MJ crank, but
Chicago.
yeah, it's sweet. But I just saw this article that, and this doesn't mean anything because we fumbled so many players in the past. Miami is the trade destination favorite for Giannis Antetokounmpo, but I mean we fumbled
They're the
Gordon
favorites?
Hayward, we fumbled Damian Lillard.
I remember I thought Dame was coming to Miami.
Yeah, I flipped out. But it's Heat, Knicks, Warriors is his top is the 3 best chances, but Miami being the favorite. But
And then I feel like with Miami not having a, like, superstar, obviously,
yeah,
you've got some good players, but you don't have, like, one of those, like, blockbuster guys that,
no,
like, so
this
you
would be
probably got the cap space to give Giannis whatever he wants.
we do. The only thing is we don't have a first round pick next year to give. That's the only thing that's holding us back because we gave it away to get um Terry Rozier, who's a gambler and got arrested.
Gary Terry.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my NBA segment there.
Well, we can go ahead and conclude that if Giannis comes to Miami, you can pretty much hold the phone because it's over.
We're going. I mean, we're going to be.
Going to the finals. And I will probably, like I told you, the Marlins play the Rays the day before the NBA finals start. If the Heat can make it, I say we go
We'll,
down there,
we'll
go
be
to.
there.
I couldn't imagine, I could not imagine. Do they do whiteout for every playoff game?
Yeah. It's the yeah, white hot playoffs.
I'm gonna go white high.
Yeah. And just Spoelstra with Giannis. Giannis has never been used right.
No,
They
yeah,
just said
exactly.
you go to the rim. No, Spoelstra can cook, dude. I mean, it's gonna be. We gotta get a superstar.
Got to get
So,
him.
he made Butler one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, yeah, true. Well, cool. I'm excited to keep on this NBA thing. I need to get. I'm ready to get later in the season when the games start coming on TV a lot more.
Yeah. After February, the All Star break,
Yeah,
March is really when they'll heat up.
yeah. And I've already kind of noticed with not having football on the weekends lately that I've
Yeah.
seen some more NBA games, which is good. I think we all should kind of get back. I think the NBA needs people to get back into.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's nobody. It's not popular anymore
But I
because
think
of the 3-point line. I think, but
yeah, yeah. And I've touched on this before. Like I love the game of basketball, but I don't love the way they play it in the NBA. But I think if I got invested, like, I'm really gonna try to pull for the Heat because I think if I get invested with a team and then all I'm caring about is, like, wins or losses, I won't really care what it looks like.
Yeah, the NBA season's a marathon. I mean, it's
Yeah,
all about.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, you need to win, but you gotta expect those losses are coming. It's fun to watch because
you're just in there.
you can go on runs and you go on a 4-game, 5-game win streak and you jump from 8 to 4.
True,
So
but we'll
mm,
be
mm, you-
there
we'll be there.
come May.
Yeah, we're on back to backs right now. So and if we win this one, be 3 in a row. But I mean, we can't cover tomorrow night against the Bulls.
True, you already
I've
said
already
it, that's
seen
a
that.
loss, well, what is it though? Is it, you said Bulls minus 1.5? I was gonna say, I
He,
thought maybe plus 1.5. I was like, "Well, we might,
yeah,
win by
yeah.
1."
I hope I'm wrong for the first time in my life, but I doubt it.
Nah, you won't be. Alright, is there, anything new with Andrew Jackson Volunteers high school golf team?
We start. We were gonna start Monday tryouts,
Too
but
cold.
it's been constant. Well, we're not in school Monday. I have to be professionally developed
Uh,
Monday.
Christopher Columbus or something like that?
I don't know. So it's a day for teachers. I don't know. So we don't have school Monday, and they're calling for more snow,
They're
which won't
calling
happen.
for some snow down here on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah, Saturday. So I don't think. Yeah, I don't think the course will be Monday.
No golf.
We've decided that we're gonna move tryouts to be 2 weeks long,
Okay.
Tuesday through Thursday, and then the whole next week. And then maybe even the week after that if we don't have. So what I'm pulling my high schoolers next week, and then the middle schoolers a couple days after that. And I'm gonna get my high schoolers first, and if I have any spots left.
Well, and, we were talking about how you gotta, which I think is amazing because the era we grew up, golf was you weren't
Yeah,
gonna have more than 10 people sign up. So when you 40 somewhere near 40, that's pretty unbelievable, and I think that, it'll make your decision-making process easier when you get them boys out there in the cold, you'll find out who really wants to be on
I
that team.
know. I should took them out there today. God,
Yep, because it is miserable, and golf is not a fun sport to play when it's below 50.
I gotta get me out there before I can get them out
Yeah,
there.
true, true. It takes some balls to get out there, but, I'll be looking forward to following along, and, I'm ready for you. When you don't have a schedule yet, do you?
Yeah, we got a schedule.
Alright, we might debut that thing next week and kinda go over what the ball's gonna have.
March 8th, I think, is our first one. But
Alright,
I should have sent it in last night, so I should have the official
yeah,
document with the
cool.
logo and everything on there.
Well, we'll probably preview that thing after the Super Bowl
Yeah, we'll
and,
give some predictions.
get things going, and, that sounds good to me, so that's all I got. If you got anything you wanna add, hopefully this weather warms up, and, we'll keep doing this every Wednesday until we don't feel like it anymore.
Next week, Super Bowl Wednesday.
So, yeah, that'll be a good one. We got a lot to talk about, and, there's still 3 NFL teams looking to hire coaches, so, we'll probably have some more of that, and, yeah, this was good. There was a lot to talk about today, so
Maybe more next week, I'm
hopefully we can
sure.
keep the drama flowing, and, I'm gonna dive into some NBA because that's gonna dominate our next probably 3 to 4 months.
Until we get baseball.
Well, yeah, true, so, alright. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and, we'll catch you next week for episode 3.
All right, then.